G'day, welcome to the studio. Froyle here. I'm so glad you've joined me. I can't wait to show you the experiments that we're doing this week with our textured papers. These techniques are so simple but so effective, and they make just the best papers for collage. So make sure you come and join me and see what we're creating now. So I just got some new fabulous stencils from PM Artist Studio. You know I love their stencils. I use them all the time. And hello, look what's come. It looks like that scribbly line that I was just doing like last week, but it's a stencil. Look at that. That's amazing to me. It's called Big Nested Circles. Yes, I kept the piece of paper so I would actually say the right name. You need to check them out. They are amazing. Their stencils are so much fun. Look at that. That is a big nested circles. It's fantastic. It looks like the scribbly line that I was playing with. So we're going to definitely do something with that. Should I do it that big? Maybe not. Okay. Maybe I'll just do the first one a little less adventurous. Now, I'm going to use this. Have you used this before? iZinc 3D texture paste. I've never used it before. I didn't even know it existed, but I really shouldn't be on Jackie's Craft Store email because she emails me these things and then I have to try it. So I'm going to give the Big Nested Circles mask a run over with this really thick, amazing texture paste. Like, it's beautiful. It smells nice, if that helps, but I don't know if there's much difference between this and any of the other texture pastes. Probably wasn't cheap. Wouldn't have a clue what it was because I had to have it because I had to try it. I think the benefit is if you've got a different color and you don't want to have to mix it up yourself. That's kind of cool. It is very thick texture paste. I love thick and chunky. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh, I love these stencils. Can you believe that the stencil looks like my scribbly circles I was doing? Last week or the week before? I don't know, man. I've been on a bit of a roll with this paper making and oh man, I'm getting a line down the middle. It's not what I want. Hold the phone caller. Got to get rid of the plastic. Jeez Louise. None of that. Right, let's fix that. Thank you very much. It is pretty nice and thick, must say. But if you're going to use white, you could just use ordinary texture paste because it's probably going to be half the price, I would say. But, you know, the email came. It was a new thing. I had to have it. Don't tell me I'm the only one because I know that I'm not. Righto, how does this baby look? Let's take the mask off. Oh, that is fabulous. It's only on tissue, like cheap gift store tissue, so it's a little flimsy. But look at that. That stencil's amazing. It's just the same line as what I was playing with. That's why I'm so excited. Now, I could possibly put this now on something. Yes, I'm going to. Okay, righto, I'm going to do it. So I've got this piece here, which is a kind of a failed gel print. So I'm turning the stencil over and I'm putting it down. I'm going to do the same with the other one because they should both be full of that texture paste. And that should come off now on that gel print, right? So if I put a piece of paper down now and rub on that, I reckon, let's give that a go and see what it does. It's all about experimentation. You have to just, you know, have a little try of some ideas and see what's going to work. You got nothing to lose, seriously. Well, that stencil came off on there, but that looks really cool. Oh man, I'm loving that. I'm loving the color now on the stencil. Maybe I just want to use that. Well, it didn't really do much for my gel print, did it? But Oh, it created an amazing pattern on the mask. So you know what I would want to do? Yes. I would want to now stick that on there as a collage element because the color of it looks really cool. That would make fabulous collage like that. Maybe not so dark. Oh man, I'm loving that. Look at that. Yes, we're doing it. We're just doing it. You know, just because, you know, PM Artist Studio said on the packet that they were a mask doesn't really mean that they have to be. I don't think so. Let's have another go at that. Look how fabulous that turned out. Loving that. That is awesome. That would work for collage, easy peasy. Loving it. Righto, what are we going to do with this one? Now, I do happen to have the texture paste in some colors because why would you buy one when you can buy 3? It's a pretty nice color. It's like an orangey color. What's it called? I don't have a clue what it's called. Oh, mango, I can see now. It's called mango. It's made in France. It's an iZinc 3D texture paste. Never used it before. It smells kind of cool. Let's have a go with that. So these are the other nested circles. I mean, I just can't believe how awesome they are and how much they look like the scribbly line I was playing with. I don't want to wreck these. I want to use these as collage elements because they're flipping beautiful. Just like that. So I might just, you know, move some over to the side here because I'm keeping them for collage elements. I'm not going to wreck them. I might wreck a couple. All right, because I want to try the texture paste. So which ones am I willing to sacrifice? Oh man, these are amazing. I'm just loving this line. Okay, that one. Let's go with that one. And shall we do one in the middle of it? Righto, let's do that. That's kind of, that is so where we've been creating with our circles and our experiments. Let's try this idea. Yeah, I don't know about this texture paste, but I had to try it. Color's pretty cool. I mean, I do like the fact that you just open the tub. Away you go. You don't have to mix paints and stuff. That's kind of cool. Oh, it does feel really nice. It's kind of like the stencil butter that I've bought from Jackie's craft store before. Yeah, I liked that too. I don't know. Let's see how cool that looks. Oh, those lines are so fine. They're just amazing. Yes, loving that. So what I would then probably do then is maybe cut that out and put it in a collage as a feature, or else I could continue putting some more circles around it or some shapes or something else. But that is flipping beautiful. Loving these masks, loving them so much that I don't want to mess up anymore, and I'm going to use them for collage elements instead of wrecking them with texture paste. But this is kind of interesting. Jackie's Craft Shop, if you want to know where I got it from. It's pretty nice. It's got a really nice buttery feel. It's like the stencil butter, really. That's pretty much what I think it's like. And it's fun that you open it up and you plaster it on. So we like easy. Righto, that's fun. That is beautiful. Those masks are glorious. I love them. I love them so much. I'm going to use them as elements in my collage. Right, so I pulled out my favorite black art journal. It's 20 centimeters or 8 inches square. I've been using it for the 100 days of collage, and now I've continued with this fabulous textured papers series. Because I have so many, the choices are endless and rather agonizing. So I decided to spare you the agony, and I've chosen this piece, which is the beautiful string gel, hello, on some copper on tissue. So I was experimenting last week with that, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to start with that. And this side, I'm going to use a piece of that fabulous clustered roses. I just love it. And I'm going to start with those two pieces, and then I'm going to add some of these fabulous masks, these nested circles, because I'm totally in love with them and they're glorious, and I can't wreck anymore with adding paint on them because I just want to use them as collage fodder. I know they're supposed to be masks or stencils or something, but not to me. They're just too beautiful. So I'm going to put it on like that. I mean, hello, that is fabulous. I totally love that. I love it being on top of the string gel. I love that it kind of squirts out there and it makes it more odd in shape. We don't want things to be too perfect, so I like that shape. The lines in these masks are amazing. I don't know how they cut them so incredibly, but I'm loving them so much. Right, so that's going to be on that. Looks like an atom. That's what I think. And then I have to decide on what's going to go underneath it. This is going to go on there. And I'm again going to put another of these beautiful nested circles masks on there because, did I mention, I just love them. And I can't splatter them in paint because they're too beautiful. Right, so that's going to go on like that and like that and like that. And then I've just got to decide what's going on the bottom half, and that makes me happy. I now have so many options and possibilities that it can be a little daunting. Sometimes it can be overwhelming when you have so many papers to choose from. But what I like to do at the moment is use some of the papers that I've just made. So both these papers that I'm using for the background I made last week, and that's really fun to use them straight away. I could have put this collage onto a canvas or onto paper or cardstock or anything, especially as these papers can be quite thick with the molding paste, and my art journal will eventually not be happy with that plan. But I really want to put them into this one because I'm loving all of the 100 days of collage that I started in this art journal, and I just know that in 6 months time I'm going to want to look back at what I was doing during this season of making these papers, and if it's already in my art journal, I'll know where they are, right? Because otherwise they can get put in a box somewhere and I might not see them for years. So I know next year we're going to be doing the 100 days of collage again. So I really want to know where these papers are because I want to have a look at them and see which ones I might want to use. So, there's a method in my madness. Even if my pages do get a little fat, it'll be okay. They're going down really well. So to me, this art journal really is quite a good collection of papers and compositions and ideas that I can look at and remember, because when I move on to a different obsession, I will forget what I made. So I will be able to look back and come back to it. Yay! Right, so I think I'm going to add some white to the bottom of here because it would look really nice and fresh, and I'm loving the texture. This is my bubble wrap print from last week, the week before, and it has the coating of the matte medium oven. It's pretty tough. I really like it. It works well. I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to think about whether or not I'm going to add anything else to it or leave it alone. And my glorious stencil mask stencil, or just mask, or whatever it's called, my glorious collage fodder is going to go on right here. That looks flaming amazing. Righto, that's what's happening, and then it will need to dry, and I'll probably put something here. I just haven't decided what. Now on this side, I'm thinking of adding some of this with this really cool text. I think that's what I'm going to do at the bottom here. And then when I put this glorious collage fodder onto here, that's going to look amazing like that. Loving the black underneath that. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the writing on that side because I love that text writing. going to put the white bubble wrap on this side and then decide if I'm going to add anything else to it or leave it alone. Not sure. And that is what we're doing next. Yay. Oops, little tear there in the painted tissue. Don't let that worry you. It'll all be okay. So I just put the matte medium on my page and I'm now putting my beautiful nested circle collage photo. It's not a stencil or a mask on the top of the glorious string gel element, and it looks great. This is one of my previous prints that I've used with the stencil there, the text stencil. That's the beauty of having a whole heap in your drawers. Yay, so much to choose from. Looking gorgeous. Love it. Just love it. This is looking so good. What a brilliant idea. I am going to do this again. I love these nested circles. They're absolutely fabulous. They make glorious collage photo. I mean, seriously, I'm doing that again. They stuck down so easy. They look fabulous. I can't believe they look like my scribbly circle. See? They look like my scribbly circle. You know, I could put this on here. You know, I could. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it right there. Hello, it's like the yin and yang. Yes, I'm doing it. I've just got to trim it off the bottom, but I'm so doing it. I am loving these. I'm going to use these circles again. I think the good thing about using an art journal or creating your artwork in a book like this is that, you know, you've got it to look back on and to remind yourself of the different things that you liked and enjoyed. And that's really fabulous when you do crazy things like 100 Days of Collage. You will see me use these stencil masks collage photo again for sure because I love them. In fact, I think I need to be ordering those bigger ones again because I wrecked my other ones. They got paint on them now. I like the white. They look good black too. Ooh, I'm going to spray some black. I'm going to do that. But I might have to get like real spray. Oh, I might do that next week. Might get some of that Liquitex, like actual spray paint and spray. Right, I'm doing it. Spray some of these next week. That's what we're doing. Righto, that's what we're doing. You heard it here first. Next week, we're going to spray some of these. That would make a great pattern, and then I'll use them black. Oh, yes. Brilliant. Righto, well, that's gone down fabulous. I have to wait for all this to dry now. I'm going to trim it off like there. Neaten up the sides. That looks pretty cool, right? It's like a reflection. I'm liking that. This looks good. I like this text down here because I always like this text stencil. The copper looks fabulous. I had a bit of an oopsie there. Yeah, I know. I was like wiping it down and it ripped, but I'll do a little touch up. It'll be okay. I love the string gel underneath the nested circles. I just love it. It's fantastic. I love everything about it. And that was so fun and so easy. And I got to use my clustered roses paper, my bubble wrap paper, my scribbly circles, and my new glorious way to add circles onto my collages with the fabulous PM Artist Studio stencil or mask or collage photo, whatever you want to call them, they're glorious. Righto, I'll let this dry and then I'll give you a close-up. So I am loving how this has dried up. I'm so happy with these pages. This stencil mask stuck on so well, so easy. It looks fabulous. I absolutely love it. What a brilliant idea. Now, I just want to add something there to soften that edge. Pretty happy with this page. Going to leave it alone. Loving my roses, loving my scribbles, loving my circles. But this one, I'm thinking just a little something from the scrap bag. You know, I have got lots of little bits and pieces that I put into this bag at the end of my fabulous collage frenzies, as I tend to do. And it's fun because you can just pull a little piece out. It just needs to be a little something along the edge, I'm thinking. Ooh, maybe something like that. That could work. Or maybe some of the Agura lace. That could be kind of cool. That goes very transparenty. That might work on there. Don't mind that. That's an option. That's an option. Let's hang on to that piece. There's all sorts of other dramatic pieces, but we don't want to take away from the beautiful circle. We just need a little something. Ooh, what about some music? Yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty nice, but now we're getting completely distracted. Righto, stop it, just stop it. Just stop it. Oh, I love that paper. I love the white stencil on paper packaging. So easy, so effective, but maybe not. Oh, okay, what about this one then? I know, it's a very full bag and I totally love it. So it's either going to be this piece of the Agora lace, which does go quite transparent, or something like this would work too. I don't mind this idea. That's off the edge of a stencil. Yeah, I don't mind that one either. Either that one or that one is the plan. I'm just going to give it a little trim so it's a softer organic edge and it's not cut, because I think that would look better. I love having a scrap bag where there's just little bits and pieces when you just want to add something as like a final piece or to soften an edge. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. And because we're doing so many collages, there's always some little piece left over somewhere. Right, so maybe that one. Yeah, I don't mind this. It's kind of got circle shapes on it. We could put it like that. That's the plan. Either that one, which would be very cool. Rip it there. That one, or something softer that's not so obvious would be this one. Which one? That one or that one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Can you just help out a sister? So we could go like that. That one or that one. Let's stuff all these papers back into my scrap bag. Oh, there's so many amazing bits in there. I'm going to do a collage next week just out of my scrap bag. Seriously, I am. I think if I use that one, it's going to be a little insignificant. So maybe not. Let's go with this one. Okay, I hope you voted for this one or you're going to be screaming at me about now. But I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to put that on there. And then I'll give you the final close-up of the beautiful collage. Yay! I really love the way the stencil on the tissue is fabulous for doing this kind of layering, because the tissue goes transparent and then it just blends in to the background and you see the glorious shapes that you've stenciled onto the tissue. Love it. Love it so much. It's looking great. Just gives it an extra layer of texture and shape and it makes it more interesting. Right, we'll let that dry and then I will show you how awesome it looks. So if you're still here, then you must be really enjoying this, which I'm so glad, because I have a little gift for you. The beautiful girls at PM Artist Studio have given me my own code to give you so that you can get 10% off any purchase of the stencils. So if you're like, oh man, I want some of those stencils, especially if you're in America, although they do ship internationally, then go on and use this particular code and you'll be able to get 10% off. I know the code's a little cheesy, what can I say? But 10% discount is 10% discount, so you know. It really is worth the effort. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed it. I love these nested circles. I know I get really obsessive about certain things. I do know that. I'm going to use them again next week. I'm going to spray them with spray paint because I had that brilliant idea. So I want to know, why is Liquitex spray paint twice as much as normal spray paint? We're going to find out, have a little play with these stencils, spraying them and see how good they look. Don't forget the code if you want to get some of them. And I hope to see you next week. Come and join me in the studio. Don't forget to push the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want me to come to your place again next week. You can't quit on me now. Seriously, we're on a roll here of this particular series and you got to keep up. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you again next week.